where all world leaders will gather for the United Nations General Assembly session. Our team is now in Washington, D.C., tracking all developments, decoding India's global ties, the visit by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the U.S., and much more. Our principal diplomatic correspondent now explains Modi's agenda, U.S.-India ties, and expectations from the high-level meetings. Take a look.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to visit United States. On the agenda will be his bilateral with US President Joe Biden, the first Quad meeting which will happen in person, and his address to the United Nations General Assembly. But above all, the visit will be about forging new geopolitical strategies amidst a changing world order. About celebration of India-US relationship, which has been billed as the most consequential relationship of this century. Follow me, Siddhant Sibal, from Washington and New York on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's US visit, only on WION.
WION USA Direct from Washington, D.C. with Siddhant Sibal.
Now, for more on this, we are being joined live by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, live from Washington, D.C. Good evening to you, Siddhant. Let's start with the worry that there is in some quarters that with the formation of the AUKUS, the importance of Quad will be diminished in the region. Will this likely be of interest at this upcoming summit?
Well, yes, this is a question which is being asked since the formation of the AUKUS. In fact, the Australian envoy to Delhi last week had a briefing with reporters, and this was one of the common questions to which he dismissed. He's saying that the AUKUS has Australia as its member, and Australia is also part of the Quad. So it is strengthening capacity building. It is the capacity of the Australian Defence Forces which will be increased. So essentially, it will be beneficial in long term when it comes to the Quad. And also it is important to know that the Australian kept the Indian side in loops at the highest level when it comes to the AUKUS development. The Australian Prime Minister spoke to the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Australian Foreign Minister and Defence Minister both spoke to the Indian counterparts as well. So this was something that the Indian side had an inclination or of an element that this is expected to happen. Of course, it has riled up China, which has come out with various comments, but the Australian envoy said that it's very ironical and odd for a country that has increased its defence spending involved in the biggest militarization is commenting on Australia increasing its capacity. But of course, France is not happy with it. We know the reasons why, and this could in fact now impact the trilateral, the France, India and Australia trilateral. We know that the foreign secretaries of all these three countries have been meeting with each other. The meeting happened even at the foreign ministers level on the sidelines of G7 in London. But the worry is that will there be a leaders level meeting in Italy on the sidelines of the G20? There is a big question mark now given the tiff between the Australians and the French.
Right now, Siddhant, with the world leaders coming together to meet this week to discuss the biggest pressing global issues, what are some of the big ticket items that we can expect to be on the agenda? You have mentioned the somewhat changing world order, and of course, COVID remains a global concern.
Well, Alison, naturally this summit of four countries will see focus on the Indo-Pacific. We have seen Indo-Pacific becoming the theatre in which the Chinese have been very aggressive. China has been aggressive territorially with India when it comes to line of actual control in Ladakh, when it comes to the Japanese, when it comes to the Senkaku Islands, the row between Japanese and the Chinese. With Australian, it is a big blown trade war. But remember, the virtual meeting has already happened on 12th of March, in which the key outcome was the Quad COVID vaccine initiative, under which American vaccines will be manufactured by India, financed and logistically supported by the Australians. So by and large, when it comes to initiative like dealing with the COVID crisis, this is something that has been ongoing between the Quad member countries. In fact, there has been a Quad Plus meeting in last year as well, involving New Zealand and other countries like South Korea. But largely, there will be focus also on Afghanistan. That is something that has been talked about at various global platforms. Last week, we saw the SCO summit in which the Indian Prime Minister spoke about the legitimacy, the fact that the Afghan government came through a process which is not inclusive. So we can expect if there is a press statement by all the four leaders, which is obviously expected to happen, a specific reference to Afghanistan.
Right, Sudan, thank you very much. And you will, of course, be keeping us updated on all the latest there in the States.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.